All right, welcome, Toby from Naruto. I'm Donkey Kong.
Yes. Oh, hello, Donkey Kong.
We're here to watch
Are you
Survivor.
top tier in Smash Brothers still?
I've never been top tier in any game,
Oh, that's too
but
bad.
I like playing them in Smash Ultimate. Uh,
Yeah, but that pink skin.
no, I use green mostly now, but I'll use different
Oh,
colors
you
here or there.
okay? Well,
Well,
that's fun.
so I'm a big Survivor fan. I'm taking my friend Alec here on a journey through Survivor chronologically,
We
and
are
you
going on a journey indeed.
and there's a playlist on our channel with every season since Borneo, everything we've done. It's great.
Actually,
And we're
let's.
here in Pearl Islands, is well underway. We're about to reach the two-third mark here,
We are.
and it's going to be great. Last time Rhino was voted out.
He
Very
was Rhino.
tragic. Very
Hit the
tragic. He will be missed greatly.
put on the chopping block. Hardcore
And
chopping block.
not too beat up about it. That's a good one. A good one to lose. You know, there have been talks of Rupert. There were talks of Rupert, and
Yeah.
ultimately he won immunity, so we didn't get to see entirely how it would pan out.
Yeah, he won immunity, but it was a weird case where it was like they could have just like they could have targeted him a little bit more there, but
It was a targeted immunity challenge. Yeah, they just didn't
yeah,
want to show their hand, or
some of our least favorite.
potentially they weren't fully committed to the plan yet. Anyway, it's hard to
Yeah,
say.
we have gone on record saying that they're not our favorite
Oh, yeah, we
our
didn't
favorite
actually even
sort
get
type of
into. We didn't
challenges.
have to do that discussion. It wasn't.
Yeah,
There wasn't any like drama from it here. It was just kind of
no,
an
not really.
uneventful. Rupert
You know,
wins quietly,
yeah.
but so we didn't have to rehash that.
Hmm.
But see how it goes from here. Could be some spiciness on the horizon. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy, a lot of kind of elements at play right now where everyone's kind of forming different alliances and there's conniving and it's interesting. It's gonna be an interesting second half of the season. It already has been so far, so big time. So
Yeah. All right. So if you want to watch highlights of our reaction, you can click the link in the description to go watch them. Come back here for the discussion. Okay.
all right.
Oof. Oh no. Oh no.
My golden
Wow.
boy,
Tragic.
my man,
A tragedy.
gone, and I don't like any of these people now.
Wow. That's something to witness. Rupert has been voted out. It was his island. How do you vote him off of his
I I
island?
I love that man so much.
He's so great. He brought so much to the season.
He has brought basically everything to the scene. Well, not everything. No, we've had plenty of good moments from a lot of other people, but
There's some great people here, but
uh,
Rupert is obviously like the it's like the lead actor. It's like you kill the lead actor in your show. One of those big twists
yeah,
we just went through.
2/3 of the way through.
Yeah,
Yep, 2/3 of the way through, you just kill him, man.
and it's like whoa, didn't see that coming. I thought he was there for the long haul. But I mean,
Yeah,
if you look at the game being played out, it's been the seeds have been planted for a while. That he's just the
they have
target is
been.
he's made the target on his back so big just because he wins everything and he's so
Yeah,
well liked by everybody. It's like there's some smart players here. They're
it's
not they're
it's
inevitable.
see the thing that's crushing about it isn't that like yeah he wins everything that makes him a threat clearly. The thing that hurts the most is that like he's like the nicest person. And it's like, yeah, he will get angry if you screw up or if you say one thing and do something else. He will get angry if you laze about. But he's like, I mean, just around camp, he's just been acting like the sweet. I mean, maybe again, you Survivor, so some of it is obvious a little bit, but he's just been like one of the sweetest people like that I've ever seen. And the fact that he's like a strong competitor on top of just being a generally nice person is has been like fascinating
And
to
he's
watch because in addition to that he's evolved as a player throughout this too
Mhm.
a little bit. He's definitely tried to play more strategically, but he doesn't play as conniving a game as some of our other people, and unfortunately, this season, that's kind of a very important thing. That's what John's been doing. That's what Burton's been doing. That was the whole twist of the episode, or the whole crux of the episode, is John and Burton convincing the three ladies there to vote Rupert out.
It's like he played it too honestly. You know, it's like, I'm just gonna try to win every competition. I'm gonna provide for everybody.
Too honest, like Lil's too honest, but Lil is just in their pocket now. So
yeah. And Rupert is like showing his hand is that he wants to stay strong to the tribe, and then he's clearly closest with Krista and Sandra from there. So it's like, you know, his game plan.
Yeah.
You know how he operates. He's not gonna really budge from that.
Yeah, he's not gonna throw a wrench into anything. Yeah.
But he's such a great character. He's just not only a nice guy, great at challenges, providing for everybody, survival guy, but he also is like, he's entertaining too.
Yeah, very entertaining.
He's got some fun just moments in general, funny little quotes and confessionals.
He's a quirky individual for sure, and not in a bad way. Like what was his face in Marquesas? Just like, you're weird. We're gonna get rid of you because you're weird.
Oh,
friggin'
Peter.
I think it was Peter. Yeah,
Something
it's just
like
all right, he's weird, so we're gonna get rid of him.
Well, and it's sad that final confessional, his final words there.
Oh yeah, that just like broke my heart. I was like,
it's like, ooh, I never fit in. So much for my
like,
dreams.
Oh no! I was just like, no, that's so sad. But hey, he's on the jury, so this is gonna be that was kind of what I was talking during the episode. It was like, who would he vote for? I mean, it all is really dependent on who.
You know, now in the jury we have Rhino, Rupert, both equally great characters this season.
Both brought a lot to the table. Both brought equal amounts to the table, actually.
Yeah, that's why their placements make sense right there. You know. But when you think of Survivor Pearl Island, you think Rhino. And then far down, Rupert. And that's always the first thing you think of. Yeah, freaking love Rhino. So, man, this is a spicy episode though. Loved it. Like, you could tell there were. This was the episode where they had his little introspective moment, right?
Yeah.
So it was like they were teasing it from the beginning, like this is Rupert's goodbye. Almost.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because he's talking to his wife in like the clouds, basically. And you have that, and then you have the snake motif come in, and the snake consumes that lizard, and you did not like that at all. And I can understand that. I mean, I'm all right with such things, but. I can see people being like really kind of like, do we have to like watch this like 3 times? Like, you watch the progression. You watch like first the snake's bite, and then you watched him like pivot the head, and then you watch like the rest of it. It was pretty gross.
Like, I get it, but like, what is he, the lizard?
He's the lizard. Yeah,
it's just he is a lizard.
Yeah,
because it's not like the snake and rat analogy. You know, it's not as clear as that. Where it's like,
well, they didn't have a rat. The guy didn't have a rat to eat, so he had a lizard to eat.
So he was being consumed slowly by the snakes in the grass.
Yeah.
Oof. But
So John and Burton have clearly played their hands, but the thing is like, how can like Krista and Sandra have like no recourse now, basically?
I don't know.
Like in terms of, well, maybe, I mean, you see a lot of fights going on in the next episode, but like, if Lil, Dara, Tijuana, John and Burton are just a thing, that's it. That's 5 right there, you know?
Yeah, but then also you could have said the same thing for the Drakes. They were supposed to stick to 5 and then turn on each other.
It's true. There has been a lot of flipping this season.
So it's been a pretty fluid thing. So you don't know how long term that mutiny alliance will be, but for sure, if they do stick to that, then it'll just be Krista and Sandra gone next.
Yeah.
But it's like you got people like Burton and John in there who are like, they like wheeling and dealing. It seems like so it might. with players like that, there's always the opportunity for things to switch up and different plans in place.
We would be in such a different place if Burton and Lil never showed up.
I know,
Andrew would probably still be in the game.
And it's crazy you were talking about how, well,
maybe not.
Rhino is gone, and he would have gone before him.
Yeah,
probably.
Maybe not. Yeah.
But you were talking about when the Outcast twist was first introduced, how you were like, but they're not gonna last because it doesn't make sense.
Well, the reason I didn't think that they were gonna last is because I didn't realize until they explained oh, they have immunity. Then I'm like, well, they still might not last.
Only bought them 1 week though, so.
Yeah. The thing is, I also didn't expect a merge. The fact that they have immunity in a merge, the 3 people had immunity that week, or I guess it was just 2, because Burton won immunity, which is weird. But regardless, so 2 people had immunity, so that gave them plenty of time to weed their way back in. Because the thing is, Lil and Burton were both kind of on the outs of both of their tribes to a point. So they together, they had the position to be able to bond together with one of the tribes, whichever one they chose, and play their hand that way. So because they're basically they're almost like a third faction coming into these 2 warring factions. And if they ally themselves with a certain group in one of those factions, then they're pretty they've solidified a place in the game, which is exactly what's happened.
They're so well integrated now. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's it's wild how different the game is. I don't really like it.
You don't.
But I don't like it. But the thing is, it has made this season very interesting. So I that's why I'm really looking forward to watching more, because even though I don't necessarily like that twist in terms of a metagame sense, it's interesting in terms of seeing the season play out. So I want to see where this goes, and can Burton make it to the end? It's crazy to think that way. So yeah,
I mean, Rupert said it in this episode, is Lil has been the crucial vote for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
So, and it's the vote he thought he had her. Yeah. For sure, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why it was worst case scenario, we have a tie. That's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But he never imagined she would actually flip on him.
Yeah.
Just underestimated how close she was with Burton, I guess,
Burton and John as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both really close. So, but Lil was obviously guilty about it. She was first guilty about not giving up the reward to Rupert, which Burton has said he would do, but he ultimately gave to John.
Which was
that was interesting.
Which is okay, why do you do that?
I guess
at that point,
was that a premeditated thing for him to work his magic on Lil? Was that
I don't know.
thought out?
I don't know about that. But the thing is, they had already gotten Lil. That was the thing. So what difference? Did that
but
make?
then they had that conversation that Sandra spied on, where he was like, "You gotta work your magic."
Yeah, so, that was the magic, was to just solidify Lil as an asset, more or less. So
I don't know if that's what they were thinking, or
I don't know, maybe.
But
I think that was it, because he did say that, I think, after he won the reward. Yeah, so I don't know.
So there was that. Then they went on the boat and they talked about how they were going to be able to fish, but maybe it was just fake news, and they were never going to catch fish out there. It was just we're going to have them cast a rod out there.
Anything, yeah.
There's no fish here. Oh yeah, they had the immunity challenge, which was pretty cool.
Was again another targeting.
It was a targeting one, but yeah.
Second one in a row. I liked this one, but I didn't like the fact that it was yet another targeting one in a row, and it basically screwed Rupert.
I think this is a good one because it's at least you are rewarded for being skilled. It's not just a trivia game. It's you saw only a couple people were able to get that killer thing.
That's true, but Burton basically. No, that's true, but basically, Burton basically controls the game right now, and the fact that he was the most skilled at it, he basically just guaranteed that Rupert wasn't gonna get it.
Well, That's like you could just say he's the best at the challenge, just like any other challenge.
Right, but the thing is I don't know. I don't like those. I don't like those targeting ones, and that was no different to me in that regard. It was a cool challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's the system, the rule set was cool because like of all the different like factors at play that you had to hit your own first to get killer status, and then you targeted other people. I like that. That's fun, but.
It was definitely it was juicy too because like you saw Rupert's reaction to getting taken out like immediately.
Yeah.
But so then Rupert and Lil have a little talk, and after Lil and John go out, I'm going backwards now I think.
Yeah.
But they had a little talk, and she said no, he didn't say anything, and then Rupert for some reason thinks that's confirmation that she's with him.
Well, because he had known her just to be a very like truthful person at that point. I don't think he believed that John could work his magic far enough to get her to lie. But he did. She lied.
But if he was working, he knew that he was working magic. So like, if he said anything,
but he had known that. He had heard Sandra say that. He hadn't heard it himself, and when he asked her if they talked about anything, he just took her for word. He trusted her, and that was, I guess it was too trusting on his part, and he clearly from his confessional at the end he regrets that, obviously. Which, I mean, you put too much trust in a person. But like I don't know, it's really tough, because it's like she's probably the most forthright person, at least. I would have guessed her to be the most forthright person, but
yeah,
she had been playing the game very upfront about up until this episode, pretty much. So,
and it's one of those things where like Rupert is in that position where he's been in a comfortable spot. He's been in the power structure for almost the whole time. Yeah. So it's like
T-table got upended, that's for sure.
It's really like it's jarring when you just don't see it coming if you have someone like Lil who you trust the whole time. Yeah. And it's like, okay, we're good. And then you just like that, you don't even have a chance to campaign because you don't see it coming. And then just
tough, real hard.
Rupert, the most essential worker on that tribe,
is now gone. And episode next, apparently more division begins, and it's like, wow, I could have told you that from the get-go.
Well, this is great. This is what we love to see in a season. It's not just like, let's pick off the Morgans. Now let's pick off
it's not lovey-dovey. You like the spice.
You gotta like the spice.
What makes it interesting. It does make it interesting, that's for sure.
But you were pissed. that Rupert got
voted out. He's my boy. I love him so much.
He's so good.
I want to just give that man a hug.
But if
I was a troubled teen, I would love that man helping and taking care of me, because he's very sensitive and comes to people where they are. You just get that from Survivor. Survivor tells you everything about these people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yet, do you like how Johnny really revels in every vote out?
I do. Honestly, it's like, he's terrible. Like, he's just like, oh my god, you just want to see him die, but like you can't help but like fall in love with just how much fun he's having at being like
mischievous and
yeah. It's so fun to watch.
He likes being the puppet master,
Yeah, yeah.
And he likes being there, He's enjoying himself out there.
Yeah, I will say John is my next favorite. I think. Mm-hmm. I think he's the conniver, and I want to see him. I want to see him successfully connive his way to the top.
Okay, so let's see your power rankings. All right, so last episode it was Burton, Sandra, Lil, Tijuana, John, Dara, Rupert, Krista.
I think now it's Burton still top dog. John, I would say, has moved right up there very comfortably. Mm-hmm. Lil, right there with him. Tijuana, Dara, Sandra, Krista.
Right.
Basically, Sandra and John swap positions more or less.
You have to
see basically from what I could see.
You have to see how or if they're able to pivot at all from this from being upended like this.
Yeah.
So that's the things that they didn't know, but they might have been willing to participate. But after that reaction, maybe they weren't actually, like, in the end, wouldn't have cooperated with voting Rupert out, and probably would have ruined the plan.
Yeah.
Because she was shocked, and
she was. Yeah, she was.
She knew how essential Rupert was. So
yeah. Yeah, I think that was the thing. They had said that they had talked about that, but I think that they must have come to the decision that's like, no, he's too essential to how we work here. We need to keep him around longer. So, and they had a relatively comfortable position because I think they probably thought like, well, it could be Rupert and the two of us at the end, and then we could just we'll have each other. So,
but we'll see. How it shapes up, because power rankings in a season like this, things are shaking up.
It just shook up right there, So
it's all on how well they can integrate themselves again. Thank you for watching.
Indeed. What would you suggest if any of our viewers could go see another video of ours? What would you suggest that they go watch?
Oh, I don't know. Go watch our.
God, there. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 There it is.
Wow. Go watch our zombie apocalypse discussion where we plan out our zombie apocalypse survival strategy.
That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. It was a fun episode to record, and we really liked it. It was very, very different for us, very off the cuff, but it's fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good stuff.
All right, so subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave us a comment. Follow us on Twitter at Tarqaron TWO. Does Toby listen to music often?
No, not really. I don't think. I don't even know if MP3 players exist.
Music doesn't exist
in the Naruto universe. I don't know. I don't think they do. Maybe they do. They've got other technology. They've got like phones.
Really weird.
Yeah, they've got. No, they also have our radio contact communicators, because there's an episode in which one of the guys says, "I'm sorry, my wood clone is making radio contact with me." And it cracked me up so much. We had me and the friend that were watching. I had to pause the episode for a good 2 or 3 minutes while I stopped we could stop laughing, because it was just the most ridiculous line I may have ever heard at that point in time. So,
all right. Well, I've been Donkey Kong. Even though we're well into November now at this point.
I am Datara.
Right.
No, I'm not Datara. I'm Toby. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.